Hi parents, me again. Something just came to mind in my, relaxed day, when I just sent you the last video with regards to parents who are currently struggling with regards to their children being able to settle in school, not settle in school, schools accusing them of disruptive behaviour, etc. Have a meeting. Please go to your child's school, contact them and see if you can see the SEND department as well. Have a meeting with your class teacher, your child's class teacher, and the SEND team, SENDCO they're called, the SEND team. They are supposed to then put together an ILP, an individual learning plan for your child. Now, you must give it at least 8 to 12 weeks for it to learn. Remember, we have a half term almost every 6 weeks, so you have to give it time. You have to give them time to get the strategies to learn, to work. If you are still unhappy with this is why I said before in my last video that the way how education works, it is quite antiquated. But to be fair, you have to allow for things to be able to take place. You're not going to find out within 2 weeks whether they work or not. If your child needs counselling, if your child needs additional therapy, if your child needs time out of the classroom because they're not coping, if your child needs noise cancelling headphones. There's a lot of things that need to be monitored and watched. Now, if your child is on an individual learning plan, then you'll be able to see what's going on throughout the school day, because there should be a report sent home either at the end of the week or the end of 2 weeks, whatever you decide, to give you an update. You can then support this at home. Now, if this still doesn't work and there's still more concerns, the school are now supposed to put forward for extra funding or utilize their funding to bring in therapy. There's a range of different things that Lego therapy, all kinds of things that they can use depending on what your child's need is. Now, you can also contact the school to speak to them about getting an educational healthcare plan. Now, I know there's a big jump between an ILP and an EHCP, Educational Healthcare Plan, but do you know what? Sometimes rather than wasting 5 years, 3 years, for example, CAMS have a 3-year minimum waiting list in many boroughs. So what are you going to do for the next 3 years? Sit down and wait on CAMS, or are you going to find other resources within the local authority or within the school who can support your child to make sure that they're learning and they're getting the best out of their school education and environment? Apply for the Educational Healthcare Plan. Now, I've gone through this before. If you scroll way down, you might find a video on it, but I will do another video after this, which gives you a breakdown of how the Educational Healthcare Plan works. And just so you know, you don't need a diagnosis to be able to get an EHCP. I'll say it again. You do not need a diagnosis to be able to get an EHCP. It helps to get the higher rate, but it is not 100% fundamental. I'll be back.